I'm here with the Wiz. Can I call you the Wiz? Is there a special nickname I should? Another nickname?
Cap.
Cap?
Yep.
Oh, that's your Instagram's Cap. I'm here with Cap. And first of all, let's talk about the new record. I want to know where the title came from and where kind of the overall influence of the record came from.
The influence of the record is just it's like the creative energy that I feel like starts, you know, $1 million waves, similar to how I was when I was in my basement coming up with like cushion orange juice and stuff like that. It's like, as kids or creative people, we just go towards this thing and we don't even know what it is or why we do it. And I want people to embrace that and know that that's what's going to take you to where you're going in life. And that's sort of what Black Hollywood is. It's that lifestyle, it's those moments, and it's the feelings.
So when you were that kid in that basement, and now obviously we're here at Atlantic Records, could you even have fathomed this?
Nah, not at all. It didn't go past the internet for me. It didn't go past like what I seen on like World Star at the time, or like on Smash, or whatever the outlets were. You know, they show artists in the studio, or they show them in their cars or in their hood, or like in a club, or like barely smoking weed, you know what I mean? Like, then they started showing like the weed shops, and I remember when I first seen Burner, and he was like, you know, he had weed in jars and like behind the glass. I'm like, whoa, I'll never meet this dude. And I met him.
And what was that like?
I signed him.
So that must have been insane for you to be able to sign this guy that you were like idolizing, I guess, in a way.
Yeah, still idolize.
Tell me about a little bit about the collaborations on the record. Like we were talking before, that obviously Nicki now is very much in the news. What makes her kind of that kind of go-to female rapper now? Obviously, we're seeing Iggy Azalea also huge right now. I feel like those two are the big female rappers of the time.
Right.
What is it about those two women?
I feel like Nicki, as an individual, she's a huge star, and we came up around the same time. And I'm a big fan of just paying respects to the OGs and the path that we've paved, and not counting people out, because a lot of people try to count me out or try to count Nicki out and say that she's this or say that she's that, but time and time we always prove it. And I feel like she proved it on this song. Was able to like really deliver, you know, as far as the verse, and the message behind it is really important too. And Iggy, she's just got that new fire that everybody really loves. Everybody likes to follow behind something that that they kind of seen like ground up, and then they like, it just like blows up in their face, and they like love it to death. So she's in a really good situation, where we've all been, you know what I'm saying, as like new artists. So it's interesting and it's fun to watch. So that's why both of them are winning right now.
How would you say, it's interesting because I thought it's just something, like hip-hop, the hip-hop rap world has changed between, let's say, the Run DMC days to now we have, you know, Macklemore talking about equality, which that song probably wouldn't have happened 20 years ago. So how would you say that hip-hop world has changed, and is it becoming more liberal? Is it becoming, or is it the same? I
think it's just more worldly, and it just speaks to people on all levels. There's songs on my album like Ash Drop, where it's not like a political song, but that song's gonna touch everybody. It's gonna touch older ladies because they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I could twerk to this. It's gonna touch guys because they're gonna be like, I wanna see chicks twerk to it. And I let my son hear it, and he loves the beat because it just because it sounds like kind of kiddie and childish. So, you know, it's just music in general.
Just wrapping up, how do you and Amber deal with the media and the spotlight? You know, we talked a little bit about social media before. Is it necessary for your business, or could you let this all go away? And if you let this all go away, could you still sell records?
For me, I have to do social media. Not that I rely on it, but I love it. And it's a great outlet to stay ahead of people who don't embrace it. And, you know, something that's so big, it's like, that's like not being on the internet, or like not, I don't know, doing whatever, you know, you're supposed to do out here. So at the end of the day, I embrace it. Me and Amber, we stay out of like the negative side of it because we don't really feed into it. I think people they kind of look down on the fact that we have control over it. So you can control how people see you and how they look at you. And if you go deep into something negative, then you give other people ammo or fuel or something like that. So it's just, you know, being smart about it.
Awesome. Thank you. Buy Cap's album in stores now.